because you must be salacious because it yeah. So here we are, National LMO's rental car lot. Okay, so I managed to find something which is going to be pretty good. I was self at a choice before with a Toyota RAV4, Nissan Road, or you say Nissan here in the States, Nissan Road, and there were a couple of Jeeps. I can't remember what their model name was. That's
Compass.
how they were.
Compass.
Jeep Compass, was it? Oh, but I'll forget about that in 5 seconds anyway. And I've managed to peruse a lot, and I've managed to find myself a Mazda CX-5. And so here it is. This is the Mazda CX-5 here in US specification. And this one here is the 2.5 litre all-wheel drive model, similar spec to what you get in Australia. And of course, got full registration. This one's and this colour is the polymetal grey. This colour here. It's got a few little scratches on the surface, being a rented car and that, so it hasn't been treated with the best of care. But well, such is life. But under the bonnet, this is the naturally aspirated 2.5 litre engine. Same as Australian specification with 139, 140 kilowatts of power and 252 newton metres of torque. So it runs on the same petrol, gasoline, 87 pump octane here in the States, or 91 RON, as we refer to it as, outside the States and Canada. So yeah, everything all laid out as it should be. Just needs a bit of clean under the bonnet, but got up to my standards. Oh well, we'll see if it's that. Currently, this car's got 4,340 miles on the clock, so that's for 6,400. So you're looking at 6,000. So you're looking at so you're looking at about 6,700 odd kilometres on the clock. So still fresh-faced. So but we'll be putting some serious miles on this by the time we're finished. It's going to have a bit more than 20,000 of our own miles, about a bit more than 10, 11,000 of our own miles. So by the time we finish with it, it's going to be about 15,000 miles showing on the odometer. One thing that Americans seem to be preoccupied with are all-season tyres. And all-season tyres here in the good old USA are standard. There's the Toyo all-season tyres. You can talk about the small size. Whereas if you compare this to an Australian specification model or a European specification model, they come standard with Toyo summer tyres. And but the Yanks seem to be preoccupied with them. But one thing I wanted to see was what the suspension calibration is like for here in the good old USA. Let's check some tread depths. I've checked them before and that they all seem pretty much the same. 7mm for the inner channel. Center channel is 7.1mm. Outer channel 7.1 again. 7.1. Outer channel is 7. So the wear is pretty even at this very early stage in life. So one of the things I wanted to monitor was the tyre wear and that over time with our mileage and that with my driving, etc., etc. Yeah, so this is, as I said before, this is the naturally aspirated 2.5. It's not the turbo, it's the all-wheel drive, of course. So, yeah, so come this way and we can see the leather upholstery, all standard here. Standard leather, maybe it's not leather, doesn't feel like leather. This might be the leatherette model, so vinyl upholstery, and vinyl upholstery and that. So I think this might be the second one up from the base model. I think this is what's called the it's not the S. I think it's called the preferred trim here in USA. Whereas of course in Australia we have Max, we have Max Sport, we have Touring, we have GT and Akera. Whereas over here it's S, then preferred, and then it's GT. And then there's a carbon edition, and then of course there's the carbon turbo edition with the 2.5 litre turbo engine, turbo 4-cylinder. But all come standard with the 6-speed tried and trusted automatic gearbox, which is reliable and smooth as the hills. So yeah. And of course the steering wheel, for the record, is on my favourite side. And a mile/hour speedo, of course. I'll get to shortly. And of course rear accommodations are the same as always. And you still have the 3x3 seating configuration in the rear too. So this is the same here. So we can fold down the seats with the levers. You can even fold the center section down where my left hand's tapping now. So you've got 1, 2 and 3. So if we do this, like so, that's the center section. Yeah, that's definitely vinyl leatherette. That's not leather, so that's a one up from the base with the bigger wheels. And of course the boot space, or as we'd say trunk space, there's an electric tailgate. There we go. And of course over here you can see more in detail where the individual seat sections are. So you've got this section, and that section in there. So like so, 1, 2, and 3. Like so. Also use these levers too to fold down the rear seat backs, like so, where my fingers are. Underneath the boot floor is a space saver spare, and this one's, oh no, this might be higher spec because this has got a Bose subwoofer. I might be wrong about calling it a preferred specification. Might be carbon, might be the entry level carbon trim. I'll check back on this and I'll get back to you. So this might be a carbon trim, but without the turbocharger. Yep, like so. What do you reckon of the car so far? Do you reckon I should have chosen a Jeep Cherokee or something?
Oh, absolutely.
Like that? Yeah, that's what this is making much use many times, no? And the best part about this car,
Dodge Ram over there.
Yep, that there is. And the best part about a CX-5 is it's made in Japan.
There's a no pull over there.
Careful, we'll just tap that button again. Tap that button to lower the tailgate. Same in that rear seat, it's the same. It's the same, nothing to report on, same as the other side, just mirror imaged. So I'm saying this might be a carbon version, and this is and the passenger seat's also powered. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be a carbon with the polymetal grey grey paint, and the black alloy wheels, and the black mirror cappings. But the wipers are the same. Those are the same. Okay. Yes, I think this is a carbon. I think I won't touch upon it. That's where this car was made. So I think depending on the market of Mazda and many other cars and that, they always have different VIN plates, VIN placards, etc., etc. So this also signifies here in the States that the FMVSS, Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard, this vehicle conforms to such and such, and it also shows the country of manufacture as well. Whereas Australian ones are different again, and European it's different again altogether. So pass it over and I'll show you right in detail as to where this is. We should be able to get it. Should be able to is the key. Should be able to, no, yes. There we are, that magical moniker right there, made in Japan. That is the key. What about this one over here, the VIN? Can I get that? I'll wait till we get some clearer light and I'll do another one of that. Yes, so flip it around to us now. Yeah, so that's the basic walk around tour of this Mazda CX-5, and I think it's the carbon edition. That's the name it's used here in USA, carbon. In Canada, they use different fucking monikers again, just to keep you honest. And that, and just to keep everybody confused, saying what the fuck's this model? Is it a GT or is it a bloody preferred as it is in the States? Whereas if you were to say someone had a Mazda 3 like I do, and back in Australia, my Mazda 3 G25 GT, they probably think it was some atomic bomb or something to that effect when they mention the words G25 or a Summit or something. Whereas everywhere else, like here in the States, it's called 2.5S, 2.5 Preferred, 2.5 bloody Carbon Edition, and so on and so forth. But you get the drift anyway. I mean, one's got, let's put it this fucking way. One's got a higher spec than the other, and another one's got a higher spec on top of that. Why not just call it A, B, C, and D and just be over and done with it, eh? And just say fucking around. That being said, I'm very pleased we've been able to find a suitable car here. I was a bit worried before about the choices I had as SUV. Yeah, there was that too. Yeah, like what was the name of that model again? You didn't mention it.
It was a Compass.
How long did it take you to forget? It was 5 seconds, 3.5 seconds to forget what the Jeep model was. Yeah, so the RAV. So I got the best of a mediocre bunch. That's been kind. So that's Toyota RAV4, Nissan Rogue, or you say Nissan here in the States. Toyota RAV4, Nissan Rogue, and the bloody Jeeps. God Almighty! It reminds me of dead twigs in a conservatory. Really, though, you know, it's going to be just as exciting too. And for a driving enthusiast like me, that's never going to bloody well cut it. No, I don't think I would have been happy with those, love. And you did ask me that question, was it 3 or 4 times to make sure? Yes. And I was a bit hesitant in accepting it.
until you decided to go and going for a
Yeah.
walk.
And that's when our friend Frank behind the counter, and Frank's a Chinese guy. He's been here for since the 70s, from when he told us in 2019. He doesn't remember us, obviously. San Francisco airport being super busy, but he remembers all the cars he hires out, and he could do me an upgrade for a super good price. And he said to me, the first thing you do is if you're not happy with what you've seen, go for a walk, see a car, and then ask if it's available. That's the key here in National Alamo here in San Francisco International Airport. So great service and that, unlike that other one, Europe car in the UK. As far as I'd rather get a job wiping Saddam Hussein's ass with my tongue than bloody hire a car off Europe car again, or deep throat a cactus. Yeah, no, I sold that for a bloody joke anyway, though. Yeah. So yeah, so. Well, I mean, it's not so much the people I hang out with. It's more the fact that these people cause you to have all these bloody these rather disturbing thoughts. That's the way you've got to look at it, really, though, isn't it? Hey, oh well, all I can say is ho hum. Anyways, so what we're going to do now, well, it's too early for us to bloody check into the hotel, so that's fuck that idea. This will have sat-nav and nav standards, so our sat-nav we bought in Walmart in Reno in Nevada back in 2019 is going to be redundant. So, nice burn anyway, nice car, and the sat-nav.
That's only 8:30.
That's it, yeah. Oh, I might go into town or something. Have a look. Heaps to do around San Jose and that. Yeah. Well, I might just go back to that dingy hotel we stayed in the last day we were here, with all the drug users and needle pushers and all those unsavoury cunts out there. Pardon my use of the 4-letter C word rhyming with shunt. Anyways, that's right. Yeah, Mr. Michael Hunt told me that one. Don't shorten Michael's name to Mike. Michael Hunt. He needs to be respected at all times. Anyways, I will love you and leave you on that, so I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together and figure out what that subliminal message I was sending. So for now, we will keep you updated as promised. So, per maintenant, au revoir, and bonne journée. Peace. Peace out.
Bye. Oh my gosh.
9 LDs.